I'm going to try to do a short video. Here's the L bracket you need. You need to cut, as you can see here, cut the top one off, otherwise it will hit your press right there. Once you get it cut off, you're going to have to ream this out just a little bit in order to fit your bolt. Once you get that, you take it and you line it up with the first hole on your slide, and you have to drill that second hole right there. So just drill that out. As you can see there, that will hold it. This is your drawer slide. On the second slide that you come with, you get two of them with this. Okay, 2 whole slides. You take the one apart and you'll end up with just this piece right here. You take that and you measure from where your bolts line up, right like this, just like that, sorry, just like that, to your press where it lines up right into here. You cut it in half like that. You cut 2 slots right here and bend this down so it fits flush, just like that. That's your ramp and your guide. Okay. Take your piece of wooden block or whatever you take, put it on the other end of the slide, 1.5 inch pulley. I put this over here for the spring. Alright, 1.5 inch pulley. You're gonna have to cut a notch out of this right here. You have to cut this notch out in order for this to fit. Otherwise, it won't fit right. So cut this notch out of your drawer hinge. I'll pause it for a sec so I can put the drawer hinge back together. Okay, put the drawer hinge back together. So here's the drawer hinge, the same as it was. Okay, you got this piece that goes like this. This is your carrier. It goes like that. This goes on the top right here. This goes underneath, and you bolt it down to the very back. To the very back. Okay. Once it's bolted down to the very back, you might want to tilt this out a little bit so you have some clearance. Hang on, I will pause it and bolt it back. Okay, you'll end up with something like that. Mine isn't totally light on because I didn't put the other bolt in, but as you can see, it goes down to the press. You put the second bolt in, and I got it's hooking up into there, so you put the second bolt in right there, line it up where it pushes it in. Use lock washers, little lock washers right there, and tighten that down. You put your lead feed right into that hole, tighten it down. Now you're going to have to adjust this left or right. Once you tighten it down, use lock washers to keep it straight. You get your, I'm going to pause it again and put my second bolt in. Okay, as you can see, I got my second bolt in. I hooked on my rubber band, which is going to be a spring. I got it set up to where it will go into there. Now if you can notice right, without it being down into primer position, it doesn't go all the way down. When you push it into primer position, that's when it drops the last little bit to push the sulcation in. That also helps you to where you don't forget to prime. Then up, down, in. And that's as easy as it is. Once you put your Lee in there, hang on. Okay, once you put your lead case feeder on there, right there with that number 45. For some reason that won't line up. There you go. I didn't adjust it. It takes a second. You need to adjust this left or right so it drops down in. I didn't adjust it out since I was doing the video. I got lucky on the first couple. But make sure you adjust it left and right, left or right, so it falls properly. And adjust the height. Since I took it apart, I didn't tighten it up down here. I got a lock washer, and it's, as you can see, it's loose, so it's sloppy and not working right. But the biggest thing is this right here. This was my pain in the butt. Trying to get this perfect to where I could do the timing on it took, like, for me, a couple days. Of course, I'm not really knowledgeable on that kind of stuff, but I do have a spring. And then switch out the rubber band for a spring, put it underneath the here and mount it, and use it like that. I still got a lot to clean up. This bracket's just a shelf bracket. Cable tie, I was going to get one of those collars with a set screw, but the hardware store didn't have any. And that's it. You'll end up with one drawer left over. Keep this piece in case you screw up on the first one. The end of it kind of grind down to make a ramp. As you can see right there, grind it down so it's a ramp type, and you are loading automatically. So there was a guy who wanted to know how I'll get my rounds in there. This is my Lee. That should just shake them. I mean, I'll fall down with that collet. Yeah, you all fall down. But that's what I use. If you have any questions, give me a holler. See ya.